Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought I would try retro British candy. So these are basically kind of the sweets that I grew up on as a child, and I just thought that because some of them you can't really get anymore, so I thought it would be really cool to kind of try them out again and see if they taste the same. So I got this off Amazon. It was about £17 I would say, because there's quite a lot in here, so I'll leave the link down below if you want to buy them as well. And yeah, I thought it'd be good to kind of show everyone who doesn't live in the UK and maybe doesn't know what these sweets are like, because I love watching these on YouTube as well, like Americans try British candy and British try American candy, but I've never seen one like where it's like a British person tries British retro candy, so I thought that'd be a little different. The first one I'm going to try is this. So these are rainbow drops, and they are honestly one of my favourite things. I haven't had them in years. They are basically sugar coated puffs of rice. So they're basically puffed up rice with like colours on the outside, and they just look and taste so good. They are honestly one of my favourite things ever. I used to have these so much as a child because even though they were like sweets, they were still kind of savoury in a way. So yeah, I'm going to try them and see if they taste like they used to taste. They still taste so good. They kind of taste a bit stale. And I know that sounds really gross, but they're actually really nice. So I really like rainbow drops. The next thing is Fizz Whiz popping candy. This is strawberry flavoured. Now this is, I would say, a really typical British retro candy because everyone has popping candy back kind of like when I was younger. It was like a sweet kind of drug thing because when you try it, it makes you feel like you go really, really hyper because it's so sugary, but it also tastes really weird. So I'm going to show you what they look like. I also love the packaging, it's just so retro as well, so that's really cool. And I'm pretty sure this is probably made out of 100% of sugar. And then I'm going to put it in my mouth. Can you hear it crackling? That's what I like about it, it's so cool. And it feels like it's popping in your mouth and it just feels really weird. But yeah, I really like them because they're really fun, especially for kids. They're really hard to talk with when you've got them in your mouth. Yeah, they're really fun, especially for kids. So I know, like when I was younger, I used to love these and then just going around to everyone saying, oh look, I've got popping candy. But yeah, these are really cool if you've never tried them before. Next one is a really, really classic one. I remember having these ones, but I remember having the slightly different ones. So you can get the Lollipop one or you can get the licorice one, and I used to get the licorice one just because I preferred the licorice one just slightly more. So it's basically a lollipop with some sherbet, and you dip it in, lick the lollipop, dip it in, lick the lollipop. And the only problem about this one is because it's got sherbet in it, the sherbet goes everywhere, and that was the only kind of like downside I would say. And obviously because this is the retro, oh it's already open as well, great. Because this is the retro packaging, it's still the same, and the sherbet has just gone literally like all over me. So you have like tons of sherbet in there. And basically the lollipop is like covered in sherbet, and then you just like dip it and lick it in. Ooh, it feels like, because obviously the sherbet's got, I think maybe like bicarbonate soda inside of it, so it kind of like fizzes and bubbles up in your mouth, and then you have the strawberry lollipop, and then once you've run out of the sherbet you just dip it back in. I think I prefer the sherbet more than the lollipop. The lollipop's not that nice, but next one is a pretty similar thing. I think it's by it's by a different company. So this one you get a stick in. I believe it's kind of just like a sweet stick. And then you have two fizzy dips to put it in. So you have orange and cherry. Just because I've tried that one, I'm not going to try this one because I'm pretty sure it's very similar. But yeah, this is like another classic retro sweet. You would just see these in all the stores. And they would be quite cheap as well. They'd probably be like, you know, 30, 40p. Back in the days when you could buy sweets for like 5p. Next one is these Haribo Coca-Colas, obviously a classic, still around. I always like the smaller ones, especially the cola bottles, because they were my favourite. So when my friends used to have parties and you buy like, I don't know, 25 bags in a big packet, I would always go for the Coca-Cola ones because I always knew that they were my favourite. Or the second one was the original ones, because again they had Coca-Cola bottles in and they also had the hearts as well. I don't think you can ever go wrong with Haribo, so they taste pretty much similar. Now these ones are literally I would say the most iconic retro sweets for me. These things. If you went to primary school in England back in kind of like the early 2000s, at school discos, these would be a big thing. Yeah, so these are very, very classic English sweets. I would say the only downside to these is that, so what you do is you basically get one of these, you basically squeeze the top and it will open it up. And the only thing is that when you start to eat it, because obviously it's a bit gross, but because your saliva is going back into the tube, it blocks it from coming out. So we'd had to get scissors and chop it down, and that's how we did it. But yeah, this was always great. Tastes like banana. Yeah, they have a bit of a banana hint to them, but I always like these. Flumps. Again, these were literally one of my favourite things. I think they were like 10p, literally. It's basically a marshmallow, but a long marshmallow, and it was something that we loved. I'm not sure why. Maybe because we're not really big on marshmallows here in the UK. I know in America it's a big thing because you use marshmallows for like s'mores and stuff. We don't really use marshmallows that much. Only really around like bonfire night and when you toast them, or like basically get like it's like a big kind of like, it's a big marshmallow like this. And yeah, it's very tasty. I like marshmallows, so I really like this one. So good. It says natural colours and flavours, fluffy mellow twist, which is true, fat free, possibly. I always like these because they were really tasty and they were like a sweet, but because they feel so light, it doesn't feel heavy on your stomach. So it kind of feels like you're not even eating a sweet in a way. But yeah, I always love these. Next, we have a few, I'm not really sure what these are called, kind of like long sweets, I'd call them. So you have all of these. And the most iconic ones for me are the refresher ones. So these ones, I used to eat these all the time. And the drumstick ones, love them as well. And then the other one would be the Vimto ones. But the Vimtos I normally had in the square ones. So I didn't necessarily eat the long ones. I never tried any of these ones. So you've got Tutti Frutti, which I definitely wouldn't like because I don't like Tutti Frutti. Refreshers Sour Apple, might like that one. A Wham, which I've never ever tried in my life, and to be honest, don't really like the look of it. It looks like it's full of sugar. I know these are all full of sugar, but this one in particular. And then a Tango Sherbet Shockers Orange. Okay, I think we're going to try the Sour Apple one, because I'm not going to try all of them because I will be sick. So I'm going to try this one because they're basically the same concept, and they kind of all taste the same, just different flavours a bit. But I mean, like the texture's the same, the packaging is pretty much the same. So once you've tried one, you kind of know what it looks like. So it's basically like a long piece of sweet and you just like chew it. They were again about 10p each, so I used to stack up on them. I used to give out a 10 at a time, especially of these pink ones because they were my favourite. And then I just eat one, like, or 3. Yeah. I forgot how chewy they were. Especially on your teeth. This one's not bad. It definitely tastes like sour apple, but it tastes like the candy apple, like it doesn't taste like real apple. But yeah, it's not bad. It's very harsh on your teeth, so if you don't like chewy things, it wouldn't be a good thing for you. I don't mind chewy things, but I just forgot how chewy they were, because when I used to get them, they were a lot harder. Maybe because I put mine in a cool place, but yeah, these feel quite chewy as well, so maybe I'll put them in the fridge to harden them up a bit. The thing I have is this Finny Burger Gum. Now, I've never tried this before. I used to eat Hubba Bubba in the like round ones. They were pretty cool. So it's supposed to look like a burger, I guess, and then it's supposed to have ketchup in the middle. So this is the burger. It doesn't necessarily look like a real burger, but let's see. Definitely got red stuff in the middle. I don't like it though. Oh no. That doesn't taste very good. To me, it tastes very fake. I like bubble gums like Hubba Bubba. Obviously, I like chewing gum like extra, especially the extra white mint one. I'm not too keen on flavoured bubble gum, so that really didn't go down well with me. But I like how it definitely had red stuff inside, because sometimes obviously with the packaging it can be a little bit misleading. So if it says there's red stuff inside and there's only like a little bit of red stuff inside, that can be quite disappointing. But it had quite a lot in, so I'm pretty impressed with that. So we have another type of bubble gum here. This is the Angelo Bubble. And this looks more interesting, so I'm going to give this a go. It says blows bigger bubbles. So again, I don't remember these bubble gums. I don't think because I wasn't really allowed sweets that much when I was younger, so I didn't really try a lot of them. It's so big in your mouth. Tastes a bit like, it definitely tastes like bubble gum, but also a bit like cardboard, if that makes sense. One of those ones that you have to chew a lot before it becomes like soft enough to blow a bubble. Well, that was a fail. So the next one I'm going to try are, these are classics, love hearts. If you didn't have love hearts when you were a kid, and if you didn't give love hearts to people as a kid, where were you? Literally the best thing about these are, first of all, they come in small packages, so you can put them inside your blazer pocket, which is what we used to do, because obviously you're not allowed sweets at school. So we used to put these in our pockets and no one would know, and then kind of like in class we would eat them. And then if we liked someone, we would give them a love heart, because the love hearts have things on them. So this one says, ever yours. To be honest, they don't really taste of anything. I don't really know how to describe the taste of them. It's kind of a bit like, it tastes of bicarbonate. It tastes a bit like sherbet. I think they're made out of sherbet, but it definitely tastes like sherbet, because when you suck on it a bit, it kind of fizzes up. But yeah, they were one of my favourite ones. These are very, very similar to them. They're called Fizzers. They're just a smaller version of them. The only thing I didn't like about these ones were that some of them are purple and they taste like lavender, and I really didn't like that. But again, they were quite popular. These were the ones that tasted like lavender. They're called Parma Violets, and they are disgusting. I really didn't like these, and I'm definitely going to try them again because, yeah, no, the taste I can just, like, I can still remember the taste. They're not the nicest. Next few things that I have is this Boom Vampire Gum Filled Fizzy Candy. So I'm presuming this is like the burger one. I'm not going to try this one, but I'll open it up and see what it looks like, just because I've tried quite a lot of things. If I can open it up, that is, because at the moment I'm struggling. Oh, there we go. Wow, so this one is like kind of the colour of the packaging. So it's blue. Let's see if it's got stuff inside. Oh, it's sour. Okay, this one doesn't say on the packaging that it's sour, but it's definitely... Oh, okay, it does say super acid. Right. Oh, kind of reminds me of the toxic wastes. And yeah, no, they always made the inside of my cheeks really hurt because I ate too many of them. I'm not very good when it comes to toxic tastes. I don't have a very strong threshold for that. Oh, that is awful. Ugh. So it kind of tastes like raspberry, but it's very, very sour. And will probably make your tongue blue as well because it made my fingers blue. But I think for people who like sour sweets, that is definitely a good one because it's quite small. And yeah, very sour. Next things I have are these things. So you've got blackjack and fruit salad. I was never a fan of these. They're basically kind of like small sweets that taste like fruit salad and blackjack. I'm not really sure what blackjack tastes like, but I know the fruit salad one's not that nice. So I'm going to try the blackjack one. I love this type of packaging because it's like wax packaging. Okay, so this is the sweet. It's very, very black. Oh, okay. Tastes like licorice. It's licorice, basically. I like licorice, so I'm going to like that. But I'm not going to eat it all now. It's quite a soft consistency. Maybe because it's been in kind of like I think it was in a hot car. The person who delivered it to me. So, but normally they're quite hard and quite hard to chew. Next thing I have is a watermelon fizzy bubblegum. This is probably like the blue one that was like a sour taste. So I'm not going to try that one. But I don't remember having these as a kid, so maybe they were only available in certain parts of the UK. The blackjack. The next thing I have is bubblegum happy tattoo. I do not remember this one at all. It just looks like this. And yeah, I mean, probably tastes like all the other bubblegums, so I'm not going to try that one. These were one of my favourite things, drumsticks. And the best thing about them was that they lasted quite a long time, I found. Yeah, I would always have a competition with my friends to see who couldn't chew it because they're so easy to chew. But yeah, these are definitely one of my favourite ones. And the blue ones as well. The blue ones are amazing because they've got like sherbet inside. We have some wine gummies. These are so cute because the wine gums that you get now are like really big and these are quite small. So I'm going to try one of the red ones because red is my favourite. And see if it tastes. So it's kind of just like a small round ball. Oh, it's hard. Okay. It's very hard. And it doesn't taste like fruit gums we have today or wine gums we have today. This must be one of like... Okay, so these are by Swizzles. So the wine gums I normally have now and the wine gum and the fruit gums I have are by Rowntree's. So they're kind of a lot more softer and nicer. I don't particularly like these ones very much because they're quite hard. I then have these two lollies. I really didn't like these lollies growing up. I just thought they were very flavourless. So I'm not going to try it because they don't taste of anything. And maybe one of my friends will like them because I won't eat them. They're very much like these sweets, but in lollipop form. So yeah, they're just not very tasty at all. So the last things I have are this roller. So this I used to eat a lot, especially the red ones. Gummy sweet, I'd say. But it's in a roll, and it's like in a roll of a red, well, this one's a rainbow. But I always used to get the red one, and obviously this is really bad for your teeth and for your body because it has so much sugar in, but they're just so tasty. This one doesn't look so good because it's very, very colourful. I just preferred the red one. I felt like it was a little more safe, but I will try this for the purpose of the video. So the thing I love about this one is it's sugary, but it's also very sour as well. So as soon as you bite into it, you get that sour kick, which I really like, but it's not too strong either. The last one is one thing that everyone should know if you kind of grew up in England. Again, it was kind of like a thing that we used at school discos, especially in primary school. Candy sticks. I didn't particularly like them. I thought they tasted like chalk. But people used to kind of joke around with them and pretend they were like cigarettes, and you know. So you basically get a box like this, which I really liked. I like the packaging. And inside the box you get like 20 or so of these white sticks. And people just used to pretend they were cigarettes and that they were, you know, a lot older than we actually were. They're very hard. They have like a tropical flavour to them, but they don't taste of anything that much. They kind of taste of chalk, so I didn't really like them. Definitely my favourite sweets out of all of these would be the Refresher, this one, the Rainbow Drops, and the Flump. They were my favourite, and they were the kind of go-to ones. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was a really nice chance to kind of reminisce a bit and kind of just go down memory lane, because I used to buy these sweets all the time when I was younger. I would get pocket money. I think it was every week. It would be like £2. But literally I'd spend it on sweets. Because they were so cheap. They were like 5p, 10p, and you could buy like 10 sweets for £1, and then it would last you the week, and then the next week you'd buy more sweets, and yeah, it was great. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here because I think it's quite long enough already, and I'm gonna try and edit it and get it up so it's on time tomorrow. I need to clean this mess up as well because it's not very good, and my mum will be home soon, so she'll be wondering why are there loads of sweets everywhere. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I am trying to upload a video every week now just because I've got a lot more things cleared, so I kind of know what I'm doing. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Also check out my Instagram, which I'll leave kind of like around here in the down bar below, and I will see you soon. Bye.